University of Konstanz. My name is Theo Marinis. I'm a professor of multilingualism at the university. Together with me are Annika, Marike, Yasmin and Kaya. So we have two program coordinators and two students from the MA in multilingualism. So Yasmin is a first-year student and Kaya is a second-year student. And Kaya this year also got an award from the DRD for excellence in research for foreign students who are doing their degrees in Germany. So Annika and Marike will be able to answer questions throughout the talk and after the talk. And Yasmin and Kaya will also talk after my presentation about the program, and they will give their perspective of what are the things that they enjoy, how is the MA in multilingualism working for them. So I'm going to start with a couple of words about the University of Konstanz to give you an idea how the university is built, what are the main points of the University of Konstanz. So the University of Konstanz is a relatively young university. It was created in 1966, and in 1972 the new campus was opened. Another important aspect for the university is that since 2006-2007 it has the status of Excellence University. So this is a category that is a special category for Germany. There are a group of elite universities, and these are 11 in the whole country, and these are universities that are research intensive and they receive extra funding. So Konstanz is one of those 11 elite universities in Germany. So if you decide to come to the University of Konstanz, you will join a research intensive university. Now, what does studying in Konstanz mean? The university has about 11,000 students from more than 90 countries. So you will join an international community of students. The university has several interdisciplinary study programs, and it also has several international exchange programs with 350 universities worldwide. The students are being taught in small, relatively small classes, and it is a family-friendly university. So you will see on this slide on the right hand, there is a poster from an exhibition that it takes place right now at the University of Konstanz, and it's about balancing family and research. The University of Konstanz and the city of Konstanz are at the Lake Konstanz with a view of the Alps. So you'll see in the pictures at the bottom of this slide, you see the lake, you see the Alps in the distance, and on the right hand corner you will see this is the student canteen and staff canteen. This is where everyone goes for lunch, and you can see that there are big windows with views to the lake. The city of Konstanz is a mid-sized city of around 83,000 inhabitants, and it has more than 10% students. So the students' presence is quite big in the city. It's got a beautiful historic city center, and in the slide you can see one of the towers, you can see an old house and some other old buildings. It's a very beautiful city. It's also a bike-friendly city, so there are many pedestrian areas, there are many roads, especially for bikes, and the university is not far away from the center, so you can cycle to the university. Here you can see a map of the lake, so it's quite a large lake, and Konstanz is very close, so it's in Germany, it's very close to Switzerland, it's also very close to Austria. So you can see we have Konstanz here, this is the city. Switzerland is, you can actually walk to Switzerland, is on the at the border of the city. And here you can see the Alps where people can go skiing. So it's very near the Alps. And it also, because of the lake and because of the Alps, the standard of living is very high. You can have high quality outdoor activities. So if you're into hiking, swimming, biking and sailing, this is a place for you. In the next picture, you can see the campus. So The University of Konstanz is a campus university, so you can see that it's surrounded by trees and greenland. It's very close to the lake and the university beach, so there is a beach of the university, and it's a quick bike ride from the old town. So you can see the lake is very close to the university. The university has a prize-winning library that was recently refurbished. It's open 24 hours a day, including weekends. And it has 2 million media items, including printed books, e-books, dual subscriptions, and other media. It also has an extensive space for modern work. It has 1,600 workplaces and 200 PC computers and multimedia workspaces to work in. And so you can see in the pictures how beautiful the space is. There is campus life around the clock. So apart from the library, the university has a big band, a choir, and an orchestra. So if you are an amateur musician, so if you like to sing, if you like to play an instrument, you can join any of them. It also has a student theatre, it's got a fitness centre, and it also has a university beach, as I mentioned earlier. And here you can see in the picture where the beach is. The number of students is not extremely large, so we have 11,700 students, and there is quite a large number of international students, which are right now 13%. We have a large number of programs at the bachelor's level, at the master's level, and we also have many doctoral programs. There are 3 faculties at the university, so we have the Faculty of Sciences, the Faculty of Humanities, and the Faculty of Politics, Law and Economics, and Linguistics is within the Faculty of Humanities, and this is where the Masters in Multilingualism is taking place. The Department of Linguistics is quite a large department. It has 2 major research areas. One of them is linguistics, so we have experts in phonetics, phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and pragmatics. And another very important area is experimental linguistics, and this is where multilingualism is based. So we have people working on computational linguistics, neurolinguistics, psycholinguistics, language acquisition, and multilingualism. The MA in multilingualism is part of a large group of other MA programs. So apart from multilingualism, we have MA in speech and language processing, an MA in general linguistics, and MAs in general linguistics with a focus in one particular language. So we have English, but also Germanic languages, Romance languages, and Slavic languages. So that was an overview of the University of Konstanz, and now I'm going to start talking to you about the MA in Multilingualism. The MA in Multilingualism is a 2-year program, and every year consists of 2 semesters, so it has 4 semesters. So in total, you will receive 120 credits or 120 European credit points. Some countries have master's programs for 2 years and some have for 1 year. So this program is for 2 years, and there are many advantages of having 2 years. A 2-year program, although it lasts longer, or because it lasts longer, it provides you more time and space to absorb information and to develop your knowledge and skills. This is in contrast to 1-year programs that are very compact, and maybe you may not have as much time to be able to study and develop your skills and abilities. So I think a 2-year program is much more positive than a 1-year program. In this program, you will receive training in linguistics, research methods, and multilingualism, and I'm going to say a couple of words for each one of those 3 domains. In terms of linguistics, you will receive 18 credits, and then you will receive training in the core areas of linguistics, phonetics, phonology, morphology, and interfaces of those, syntax, semantics, pragmatics, and their interfaces. In terms of research methods, this takes 12 credits, You will receive training in research design, experimental methods in multilingualism. You will learn how to design production tasks, offline and online comprehension tasks. And also you will receive training in statistics, including data visualization, but also inferential statistics, starting from t-tests and ANOVAs, and going all the way to regression models and mixed effect models. Then there is a large number of credits for multilingualism courses. So there is one group of courses that deals with multilingualism and the individual, and another group that deals with multilingualism in the society. So within the multilingualism and the individual group, then we have modules on bilingual first language acquisition and heritage language acquisition, second and third language acquisition in children and adults, language processing, neurolinguistic aspects, and also language impairments. Within multilingualism in society, you will receive knowledge in sociolinguistic aspects, language contact and language change, language loss, language dominance, language influence, and language change in European and non-European languages. Now, this is a selection of courses, but there are many more. So this is just to give you a flavor of what kind of courses to expect when you join this master's program. Another aspect is multidisciplinarity of the program. So you can have 9 credits in some other disciplines. So you may decide to take them in linguistics, but if you prefer to choose some other disciplines, you can choose some courses in psychology, sociology, or politics, or you can also take some foreign language courses. The program has 21 credits for study abroad or to do an internship. So typically this is one semester where you can go to another country, you can go to another location, and you can study abroad. You can get some international experience, which is very important in terms of networking and developing some skills across countries. You will get exposure to a different environment, which is very important in terms of developing your academic skills and your professional skills. And you will be able to apply theoretical knowledge in praxis. There is a research component which is 9 credits, where you will join a research colloquium and a research seminar. And you also have 21 credits to write an MA thesis, which is between 50 and 60 pages, and this is typically in the last year. Now, how does it work in terms of the timing? So typically students in the first 2 semesters, so in the first year, will stay in Konstanz, will focus on research aspects of multilingualism, on theoretical linguistics, research methods, and statistics. In the second year, in the 3rd semester, typically students are going to go to do the study abroad part at one of our partner institutions, and we have several universities that are collaborating with us, so you can go and spend some time there to develop your skills in another country. Alternatively, you may want to do an internship with a common company, an institution, and a university, a research group, which should be relevant to the degree. And in that case, if you don't want to go abroad, you will stay in Germany and you can do an internship. The final semester is for your thesis and your oral exam, so you will spend the last half of the last year doing your research for your master thesis. Here are some pointers of what the program offers. So what are the plus points of the program? The program has an experimental focus with access to linguistic research labs. So this is very important that you will be part of a team. You will have access to a range of different labs, and you will be part of an experimental team. You will get insight into current research methods, and this will prepare you if later on you will do a PhD, you will have very good research methods skills. You will be able to conduct your own research because you will do your MA in a topic of your choice. You will receive training in research methods, data management, and statistics. And the program is interdisciplinary in nature, so you will be able to take some courses from other disciplines like sociology and psychology. Teaching is in English, coursework and your master thesis is also in English, so this will give you the opportunity to develop your academic English skills and write your thesis in English. You will join a high-skilled, world-leading team of linguists and staff that are specializing in multilingualism. So on this slide, I have put some pictures and names of colleagues from the department. So apart from me and Professor Tanja Kupisch, who is specializing on multilingualism, we have Professor Carsten Eulitz, who is a neurolinguist. He specializes in EEG, so if you're interested in electrophysiology of language, he will be able to guide you in neurolinguistics. Professor Georg Kaiser is doing Romance linguistics. Professor Bettina Brown is specializing in phonetics, and Professor Nicole Dehe in phonology. Professor Maribel Romero is a specialist in semantics. So this is just a selection of staff, but there are many other professors, Professor Miriam Batz, Maria Bisma, Regina Eckhart, and George Walkton, and many more others. One thing to keep in mind for the University of Konstanz and the Masters in Multilingualism is that most of the teaching is going to be done by us, professors, who are specializing in the specific topics that we're going to be teaching. There is some co-teaching of PhD students who may provide some tutorials, but the majority of the training and the majority of teaching is going to be by professors who are experts in the specific topics. The department has excellent infrastructure and very good facilities. So we have a large range of labs. So we have a phonetics lab, a baby lab, an EEG lab. We have also a portable EEG, an EEG set. We have several eye trackers, an iLink and a portable Tobii eye tracker. We have a psycholinguistics lab and also a computational linguistics lab. So if you're interested in any subjects related to multilingualism, you will be able to use the facilities that we have, and you will be able to conduct your empirical study using EEG or eye tracking or any psycholinguistics technique. You will be able to use the baby lab or the phonetics lab or the computational linguistics lab. So we have excellent facilities that are there for staff and also for our students. Apart from those facilities, we have the Center for Multilingualism, which is an international center that has its base at the University of Konstanz. The Center for Multilingualism conducts research in multilingualism. It's part of a large-scale European project. So we have the Athene project and a new project, Multimind, that is starting next month. We also communicate our findings to several organizations, including governmental organizations, and we are providing also advisory to families and the general public about how to raise multilingual families and multilingual children. The Center of Multilingualism is also part of the Bilingualism Matters network. So this is a network of several centers across the world that started at the University of Edinburgh and has several centers in the UK and many European countries, but also in the US and other countries outside of the EU. And the aim of Bilingualism Matters is to communicate research on multilingualism to the general society and support multilingualism. So being part of the Masters in Multilingualism, you will be also part of the Center for Multilingualism. You will be able to join all those different activities, and this will give you the opportunity to develop some skills how to communicate to the general public, how to give a talk to families and also people in Konstanz and other surrounding parts of Germany. Now, what are the career opportunities? So if you do the Masters in Multilingualism, that opens several avenues for you in the future. It is a research-oriented program, so this will give you the right skills to be able to continue with a PhD program in linguistics, multilingualism, or other related disciplines. At the same time, you will develop some practical skills through the program, and that will enable you to work in many different other settings. So this is not only for students who want to do a PhD later on. You may want to do a career in education. You can work as a consultant or in a school. You may want to work within administrative public institutions, for example, at ministries like the Ministry of Education. You may work in an international cultural institution. You may work in an international association, organization, or other global enterprises that are linked to multicultural environments and multilingualism. So, for example, there are many non-governmental organizations that deal with multilingual groups of people, and these people need to have employees who have knowledge about multilingualism. Now, the next question is how to apply for the program. You have to fill in an online application, and requirement is a BA in linguistics or an equivalent qualification with a minimum equivalent to the German grade of 2.5. And because the program is in English, you have to have English level at a minimum of B2. Now, we have 2 entry points in the Masters in Multilingualism. So you can start either in the winter semester or in the summer semester. If you want to start in the winter semester, you have to apply by the 15th of June. If you want to start in the summer semester, you have to apply by the 15th of January. So this is another advantage of the program, that there are 2 entry points. You don't have to start in October. You can also start in the winter semester. So this is what I had to say about the program. I gave you an overview about the university and also about the Masters in Multilingualism. And now we can hear from the students themselves about what is their experience being a student at the University of Konstanz and doing the MA in Multilingualism.
Hello. Hi. So my name is Yasmin. I'm in the 2nd semester of the Master of Multilingualism.
I'm in the 3rd semester, and my name is Kaya.
And what can we say? So we have a lot of courses to choose from. They are all really interesting, and most of them are seminars, but we also have some lectures. And we have a program coordinator, which is there for us all the time. We can ask any questions we have. They are always happy to help us with any problem. And we have very nice professors also. They are always willing to listen to us students. And the courses are quite nice because we are always between 15 and 20 participants. So we have nice discussions, but the courses aren't that big. The university itself is, as Theo Marine said, a campus university, so you have everything here. You can have a coffee and go to the canteen. You can then go to the library, to the course rooms and everything, and it's all at the same place, which is very nice. We have a lot of international students as well.
Yeah, and also in summers are amazing here, not only because of the university, but also due to the lake. So yeah, I would also recommend that due to the lake that you come here and study here. And yeah.
So I want to say at this point, Marike will be able to answer any other questions that you may have. And I've put here my email address and her email address. So you can also contact us if you have any questions later on. and when we can answer any questions that you may have.